Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm going to be teaching you how to play pitches out of the head joint of a flute. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the head joint. We're going to identify it real quick. So first you have the body of the head joint, which is pretty much anything that's not anything else to say. The lip plate right here, the blowhole, the crown of the head joint, and then inside you have the head cork. Um, so what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to align yourself with the blowhole of the flute. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the flute joint and put it up to your mouth. Pretty much like if you were to just bring it up, the blowhole is going to be level with your bottom lip, kind of like the fleshy part of your bottom lip, and then the kind of the part of the lip plate where it has more metal as opposed to the other side, which doesn't have any or doesn't have much metal, is going to be resting that little curve you have between your lip and your chin. So you're going to place it there, and the way you blow into the instrument is what you're going to do is you're going to um, think of like you're blowing out of a straw, and you could actually take a straw and just do that physical movement of blowing through a straw. Have an idea of what that feels like, and do it while you're right here. Some things to remember about blowhole. You want to make sure it's closer to horizontal, as perpendicular with your face and the blowhole. You want to make sure that you don't roll it in, because you can play it while it's rolled in, but it's not going to sound good. And you want to make sure that you don't roll it out too far. It's better to think that you need to roll it out rather than rolling in for most things. Um, and now, when you get ready to start playing it, you have that image of blowing through a straw in your head, um, and then what you're going to do is you're going to think of the word poo, and you're going to say the word poo as you have that feeling of blowing through a straw. And then while you have that image, what you want when you look in the mirror as you do this, um, you want to see if your face is kind of frowning a little bit. If you're frowning is better than the other way around, which is you go like this. It causes a lot of tension in here, which you're not gonna find to be very fun. So it's better to be frowning, keeps the corner tight and your aperture not too big. On the topic of the aperture is the opening of your lip when you blow air out of it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure it's not too open, otherwise you get sound like this, which is pretty much caused by not having that kind of straw feeling, and also when you don't tighten the corners right here. Um, and the next thing you want to do is make sure it's not too small, otherwise you don't get air, and it's also way too tense. And so when you do play a pitch out of here, keeping all of that mental checklist procedures in mind, you gotta play a note, have that in your head, and then go over to some sort of tuning device, whether it's your phone, a piano, an in-tune piano, or your computer. You just want to hit an A, and what you want to do is you want to match the intonation of the head joint to the A on that nicely tuned instrument. So in the first one I did, it was flat, and then that one was a little closer there. And then once you do that, it gets pretty easy to transfer that knowledge to a flute. So keep in mind what I said on the flute assembly video, assembling the flute. When you hold the entirety of the instrument, your thumb is going to be back on this key right here, and then you're going to have a little C shape going on, and your fingers going to go on the second key. You're going to skip one key, and you're going to do the fourth key and the fifth key, and your thumb hangs onto this key right here. Don't let it go under here. And then your right hand is going to go on the third key after this, one key down, the other key down, and then it hangs over the roller keys right here. Pinky goes right here. Don't make sure the pinky doesn't do this. And then your thumb kind of just goes back on the body to support it. Afterwards, you bring it up right here. You kind of want to think of having a perpendicular type of thing with your head and the body of the instrument, and then do the same thing. And that's how you make a sound out of a flute.